Okay, so look at that. It's a 40 ampere dry battery. Look at that, the space in the fit. Okay, and look at that. There's no way this tire is gonna fit here. Okay, look at that. Okay guys, very excited about today because today we are again doing something new, and I have not found any documented information in detail regarding this, how to shift your front battery into the back. Okay, the big battery which is starting the car. And remember, this mod will not give you any performance gain, but rather this is the mod of necessity, because you are swapping a big engine then slamming a turbo on it. There is no space. Let me show you. Okay, so you see, this is K24, this is turbo, this is intake. So here I tried for 1 year. I was running a little battery, small battery. That another video I will make how to fit that. You know, in the modern cars now the engine bay are smaller, and there is very less space behind. Okay, and 5-hour engine, so it's almost impossible to fit a turbo here. But we have an advantage in modern cars because the ECUs, the PCMs are in the engine bay area, and the fuse box in the driver compartment under the dash, so that save a lot of space. If in these cars you remove the intake, which you have to in fitting a turbo, and you shift the battery in the back, which is the purpose of this video, then you have a lot of space left here for a side monitor manifold, which is the best thing. For example, look at that. Without shifting the battery in the back, I would not have been able to fit the turbo in my Honda Fit. Look at how crowded it. And this method will work for both of these or any modern cars. Okay, any car, the concept is the same. Okay, you just pass the wires, you shift the battery in the back. Okay, and for CRZ it's the same, and right now it's more easily accessible, but practically we will do it in that car, and I'll be explaining it some here and some there, so it will work for both and for all the cars. Okay, which wires we're gonna use? Okay, since both of these were hybrid, so at that time when doing the swap, the idea did not occur to me, or otherwise I would recommend this hybrid wire. This I extracted from my swap, and this is very sturdy, beautiful wire. Okay, look at that, all the 1 gauge wires. Okay, these are 3 thick wires and 1 thick ground. Okay, so this is more than enough, or rather I say these are overkill. Okay, and 2 of them will be enough. Okay, so beautiful terminals, we do not need to cut them. But on the other side we have this terminal, so this is not any use of us if you even de-pin and extract the pins out from this. Okay, so that's why we will just open up this zip tie, extract the rubber backward and cut the wires. Okay, and then we will crimp some terminal at the end, and that terminal will be joining our main positive battery terminal. Okay, not this alternator terminal, not this electronic power steering terminal, not this internal power going inside, and not in the horn or the hazard. Okay, so if you are doing a swap and this hybrid wire is already there, do not extract this wire. Okay, so this is optional step, because you already, if you have extracted this hybrid wire, this is metallic part. Okay, the covering, so you will just need 2 men. Okay, one your friend will be holding this, and you cut these ends and you pull through from this end. Okay, it was easier. Okay, just don't pull all the wires again, just pull 1 wire, and then the other wire removal will be easy because there is more room. Okay, wire has been extracted, and look at that, how lengthy these are. Let me pull them beside the car so you will see. Okay, so look at that, these are enough. two will be plenty. Okay, I will pass just the two, and this will be ground, but I will not be passing ground all the way to the bone. Instead, I will be grounding them any with the bolt in the boot. And for the hole from where you will pass it, it's a normal car. Then here is the stock wiring passing through this stock rubber. Okay, so you will slightly make a nick in this rubber, and there will be a way to pass them. But if you are doing heavy modification to your car, I recommend doing a separate hole in the firewall. Okay, here somewhere, keeping in mind the other structure on the other side will be safe. Okay, or you can use this saw type drill. Okay, and 25 hole will be enough. And please cover that with a rubber grommet. Okay, like these, so that the wiring will be not touching the sharp ends of the hole you made. Okay, so the passing of the wire in the boot is complete. Look at that. The wires are landing over here, and then these are going all the way through here under this plastic. Okay, and through here, if you can see them, there they are, the orange ones. Okay, that's more like it. And then into the back. Let me show you. And let me show you, these are very far away from everything. No screw, nothing. And very safe, no heat source, etc. etc. And here I showed you already. So originally the car did not came with a spare tire. Here was the hybrid batteries, and I'll be putting a new battery here. Right now it's in order, so when that battery comes, I will show you how to fit. If you shift battery to the back in this car, you should use some type of emergency switch. This is the emergency battery cutoff switch. Okay, because in modern car you need the power all the time to open up the boot. And for God forbid, if there is an emergency, there is a short circuit, and the you cannot open the boot, and there are so many things above the battery. Okay, there are spare tires, there is then this foamy thing, I will show you what is it. There is then this thing, and there is also luggage over here. Okay, so there are so many things above these batteries. So now that switch will be absolutely necessary. In case of emergency short circuiting, you just exit from your vehicle and turn this off. Okay, that's it. And that can be done in, I think, 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, even normal conventional battery terminal cannot be removed in 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, for example, in that these are very tight, you cannot remove them. Okay, so this is even better than your conventional battery. This just 1 to 2 second job. For your car is parked some remote location and you fear it to be stolen, you just remove this. Okay, you take it in your pocket. And this is my positive battery terminal. Let me show you. Okay, this is under here, and one thing is fixed is here, and these are not connected. Okay, so one terminal is here, other terminal is there. I have extended it so that it should get down, because here is my air intake and here is my air filter. The weather is so humid. Let me take the battery out. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We should take the name of God in starting every new task. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think that should be pointing this way. Okay, now let's put back the spare tire and see if it touches or not. Okay, good news, spare tire is in and battery is not touching it. When I move the battery, you will see the battery move. Okay, so it is moving freely. So now check it out. The terminals are so far away. Okay, Now I will be moving battery and you will see them moving. Okay, these are totally free. Okay, there is the other one. Look at that, it's very much spacey. Okay, I can literally put 3 fingers above it. Okay, here too, 3 fingers. So the battery location is, I think, done. And once now what I will do is I'll be making the spots here, 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 here and above, so that the battery is not going anywhere. The wires I know are extra long because I was not sure where I should be placing the battery, here, here, here. So I'll be cutting them, and for the ground I'll be using any of the nuts. There's a plenty ground here. Okay, I have marked the surround place with the marker, and it was slightly wiggling, but after I leveled out the underline metal with slight hammer, it's very soft metal, slight tabs here and there, and now it's just stable. Okay, no wiggling. Okay, so now, and initially there was no spare tire here. This was a hybrid. There were batteries here. This was a Honda Fit hybrid. Okay, the tire I myself put it here, and sometimes the spare tire, that yellow thingy, okay, that is very small. That this size of battery will not be under that. Okay, in CRZ in the back we have this thing. This is something, a toolkit from Honda, and if I remove it, look at that, there were the hybrid batteries, but I have put a spare tire here because you know the roads here are filled with nails. We cannot do with the puncture repair kit. Okay, so that's why it's advised to keep a spare tire here. Okay, but look at the space. Okay, in the Fit, look at the huge space. So that's why I was able to fit this battery, this big battery, under the tire. Okay, so look at that, it's a 40 ampere dry battery. Look at that, the space in the Fit. Okay, and look at that, there's no way this tire is gonna fit here. Okay, look at that. It's almost here. So I think that's bad news for CRZ, because you have to sacrifice that little tire, and battery would have to be here. Okay, maybe then you can place a tire over here. So now look, the tire is resting over these margins. Okay, so in CRZ you have to sacrifice this huge foam. Okay, that toolkit. Okay, you can just place this over this plastic easily. Okay, so that way, look at that, even the luggage is not going down, or if it is almost, look at that, the tire is sporting. So this can be done in CRZ if you want to still keep the spare tire. Okay, and put a bigger tire here, but you will have to sacrifice the tool, these things, and these are not bunch of things, one jack and nothing else. Okay, so you don't need this. You can put the jack here. Okay, nothing else is there. Here is the hole I plugged where the hybrid wires are coming. So if you are doing a swap, the wires will be there. Just you will put a new battery, make some sport here, and just connect them to the positive terminal, and for the negative terminal you can fix them with any of the bolts. Okay, just give them a ground. There are enough bolts around here. Okay? So that's for the CRZ. So you at least will need a tire with a profile of 185 65 R15. Okay, this tire and rim, the batteries, it's almost 1 inch above the battery. Okay, everything clears perfectly. And for the fixation, this is a metal piece lying at my home, old gym machine part. So what I'll be doing it, I'll be just cutting inside it, and one will be fixing my battery, and other parts I will be using, one will be using there, so that the battery is not going everywhere. And since this is charcoal coating, so the welding will not be working here, so that's not why. So if I need to weld a metal piece here, I will just remove that charcoal piece. Okay, with this. Right now I place it there so that my boot should not be closed, because battery is out, because we are about to do the welding, so that battery should be out. Okay, This is just to open the boot. This is disconnected. Okay guys, main fixation of these pieces have been done. These are very sturdy. In between will be my battery. One hole has been made, the other hole will be here, and that will here will be strip holding the battery in place. This is how the battery looks, and there is a slight gap because I am not happy with the metal to plastic contact, so that's why I will be putting these small leather belt pieces inside. Once we tighten the battery, I will with silicone something glue along with the battery so that there is no metal to plastic contact. And down the floor is already, this is charcoal or some material, so it is soft. So now you can see the battery is very sturdy. Okay, it's not going anywhere, but still we will be fixing on top that strip we are designing. All these are from that piece I showed you. Okay, I just squarely cut them, welding them there. Now I will bend it here, then again here, and make a hole here. Similarly bend here and again outward, so that these okay, these conventional, these things holding the batteries, but ours will be different because our battery size is different. Okay, very easy. I have marked it up. Now I'll place it in the vise, and then we will bend it with the hammer. Extract it and see what the results are. One side bend is complete. Now you see the picture in mind. I will do a hole here, that will place, and I will place some leather underneath here. I have a lot of leather belts lying around here, so there will be sturdy enough, no slipping also. Okay, now I will mark it here and bend it here. Okay, so it's almost complete. Now I will make two holes, one here, one here. Okay, holes have been made with the stapler drill. Time to fit it and check it. Okay, I have all length of these fixation rods. Okay, here we go. The battery is in. I have marked, this is the front, this is the back. So okay, this would be nice. Okay, let's fit and show you. Since this has very little sled left, I'll be mark this, cutting this one on and bending the same pattern I bent this one. Okay, so let's cut them with a grinder and then bend them. If you are wondering, these things go like this and then like this. Okay, similarly this goes like this and then this, and there is then above this plate. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I have welded some extra brackets so that these would be sturdy, because this is a lot of pull of battery, because this should not be. There's extra support. These are also dual welded here and here. Okay, here and here. These are not going anywhere because this is slightly thin. So I will now just apply some silicone sealant like this. Look at that hole. I'll plug the holes and just I'll paint them so that there is no rust here, and then we will be making our connections. Okay, so alhamdulillah, it is complete. The battery is not going anywhere. Now let's place our spare tire above it and let's see. So nice, terminal clears very much, almost 3-inch space. Negative terminal almost 3-inch space. Okay, so as you can see, it clears very much. I can put a little finger, my little finger in between here and here, easily moving. Okay, look at that. So this is the perfect fit. This tire size, this battery size, this is almost made for. Okay, the fit, the CRZ, newer Hondas. Okay, so this combination will work fine. You don't need to test and trial because I have already tested it for you. And no need to fix the tire because this is it is snug fit. Before I apply the RTB sealant inside, it's better I apply it outside. As you can see from inside, these holes were not visible, but from outside, these are clear, okay? Although Honda has some type of rubbery coating over here, but since welding is quite powerful, so it makes some holes because this metal is quite thin. Clean that with a metal brush, then we will clean it with the alcohol solution and then apply RTB sealant. Okay, we are good to go from outside. Here, here, here. Not good looking, but this will do the job of preventing water and rust. Okay, almost complete. Leather pieces joined with silicone. RTB applied everywhere so that it is not rust. We are at it. I have already applied inside of this so that there is no metal to plastic contact. Alrighty guys, everything is ready. It's time to make the connection. I already installed the two grounds here, and the tire, you can see that does not totally flush here, okay? The tire almost sits here. Look at that, here, here, here. So it's plenty of the space to pass the wires around the corner, nearly 2 to 3 fingers, okay? So enough space for that. Still I have installed these clips, so these will be holding wires just near to the floor. Similarly, one clip was enough because this was long and already flushed to the floor. So now I'll be making a connection using these screws and bolts. These already come with these type of batteries, dry batteries, okay? So now I'll be making quick connection, and then we will be moving forward and installing this, okay? I was about to tape this time. I think I will show you these two wires from the boot are coming here to one end of this emergency stop switch, and other one is I have made this custom bracket. This will be going is here, then I will be tightening it, and this is just plastic, so it will be not grounding here. This screw will be holding this emergency switch here, and for this I have made another supporting bracket. This will be attaching to here screw, okay? So this will be not hanging in here, and don't worry, this is not ground. I have made this with a plastic, okay? This is plastic, and these are far away, okay, from this. So now it's time to make these permanent connections, okay? So guys, the connection has been done. Positive coming from the boot, and then the other side going to the battery positive terminal, okay? And you see the clearance is plenty, here is plenty, okay? So here it's off, you can take it out, and to turn it on you can press it and then turn it, press and then turn, that's on, okay? And let's check the hood clearance, and it's plenty. You can see it's plenty. When this wiper shield was not there, I saw it from here and it was plenty, okay? Let's close it. So it's easily closed. So the hood is working fine. Okay guys, so it's already night and we are happy that connections have been all done. Here it is, the positive one, and now I'll be covering that positive terminal with a fiber cover here. So now nothing will be touching it, and now I'll be putting the tire, and before that let's turn it on. Bismillah. And we have turned it on. Let's see if there is light inside. Okay, and look at that, we have light inside. And after tugging some connection, I'll be turning the engine on. And okay, beautiful weather out there. Look at all the clouds, and I just wanted to again show plenty of clearance here and plenty of clearance here, okay? I can easily put. Similarly, plenty of clearance here, you can see, and there's also plenty of clearance. Look at that. So now we will be starting the car. And if you're wondering how will you charge it because it is now in the back, it's simple. You just connect charger one positive terminal to now your positive terminal here and negative to any of the ground in the car, and it will start charging. Okay, air intake has been installed and the vacuum line has been installed. Now it's time to start this. Let's do it. And after I start, I'll put these things above that spare tire. Where is the key? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Gear is in neutral. So okay, you saw it started right away. Let's see, everything are okay. Not overheating, nothing. That's fine. Okay. Let's check the charging. 13.9. Soon it will be 14. Okay. Now I'll be shutting it off. Time to install the top covers. And you know, this was newer cars do not come with a spare tire. So this also did not come with a spare tire, but a puncture, something like it. And I just for the peace of mind, because in Pakistan roads are notorious, so you can bust a tire and puncture repair kit won't work. So I bought this plastic sheet from Home Depot. I'm kidding, there's no Home Depot in Pakistan. You can arrange such things. Okay, so let's put that here, and I just stick some this foam underneath so that it is the weight of the luggage is resting on the tire, not on the sheet. So okay, now the weight is all resting on the tire. And battery, there's plenty of clearance for a battery wire. Now I'll put this cover and then the other cover back. It's simple, you know the drill. Now this cover has been installed. This cover, if you look closely, this thing sits at this, so there is still almost 2 inches gap. That's why I placed this extra foam over there, so that the luggage, this is my family car, we put a lot of heavy bags. Okay, so the luggage is not breaking this. Okay, because this is just a regular. So the glue has been dried, so this is now fixed. When I will be removing the cover, these will be not going anywhere. Time to put the top cover over there. Okay, nice and sturdy. So now the weight of the luggage will not be directly to this thin cardboard, but instead will be transferred to my spare tire. And let's check out. Our wires are safe, nothing is touching them. And let's unfold the seats. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. So that's it. The battery shifting to the back is complete with that emergency switch I showed you. And hope you like the video. Subscribe. So I thought let's try to put a bigger battery in it. So after I cleared some space, bent this metal here, and this was the factory sport, battery sport. The battery sits higher. Okay, the sport lifts the battery slightly 3 inches above frame. So I removed that so that the battery can be fitted downward, because here is the turbo and here is the air filter. Okay, this is a street car, so I will not run it without a filter. So look at that, how it fits now. This is the lead acid battery and it fits nicely. Okay, so now what I will be doing is, with some metal, I will be constructing a custom plate on which it will sit. Engine bay is very small. Okay, the USA fit, there is the engine bay is slightly, the nose is slightly larger, so that's why things are very compact over here. Okay guys, The mission was success after nearly 4 hours of this grinding, metal trimming, etc. Trial and error. This is the metal strip I made from that metal I showed. That was just laying around in the home. Look at that. One is fixed it here. The other spot is down there. These are all to secure the battery. It's not going anywhere. Let's plate it inside and here we go. Okay, so nice, clear everything, and then the on the above here it is. I modified the old one, and this one snugly fits here, and here we go. And I have to make a slide sport which will hook it there. So the bad news is the battery, I thought, because there are some extra hoses now, the battery does not fit.
At this time I was not so happy because I wanted to fit a bigger battery in the front, but I am more than happy now because if that did not happen I would not have discovered that a bigger battery can be fit in the back.
So I have thought, why not shift the battery to the back?